Welcome back, everybody. We got a trade recap. This is what I did yesterday, trading Euro USD. I took a loss, but let's get into it and learn what I could have done better and what I can improve, all of that. So starting off, there was some news at 11 p.m. So market opens at 5:30, so I wasn't too worried, but it was CPI month to month, year to year, and we had core CPI month to month. So this has a big impact usually. And you can see it was bearish on the USD, but because we're dividing it by the USD, Euro USD, it had a big up move there. But anyways, that was after I took the trade. But yeah, I was trading all three pairs. So on the 4 hour, we were looking bullish on all pairs, I believe. We came down, we hit this 4 hour area level, which I wouldn't take a trade off of, so I wasn't really looking at that, wasn't too keen on that. And on GJ was bearish, so that's right. Similar thing, we hit this 4 hour level, but yeah, there wasn't too much. EU, the pair that I took the trade, we actually had some 4 hour stuff. We had equilibrium tapped from this high to low, and this fair value gap here, which has been tapped once, twice, and a third time at pre-market. Then on the 15-minute, what I was looking at was this sweep sweep of this Asia low, and also coming into the 4 hour fair value gap. So that was seeming pretty good confluence, especially paired with the 4 hour. It was bearish trend, but it was to tap the fair value gap to continue the overall weekly trend. I don't think there was much on GU or GJ. We came down at an hour before pre-market, which is already an hour before market open. You can see pre-market opens here, and we tapped the lows here. So, or we swept the lows, and then, but pre-market did break structure. And what I wanted was a retrace candle, but it was just all blue up candles. So I didn't take a trade on GU, but I'll go into that. I did find a trade set up afterwards. And on GJ, there was not too much. We came up above the highs, and GJ was bearish. We didn't break structure, we ended up going up. So what happened was we broke structure, pre-market, retrace candle, formed a fair value gap, and then on the 1 minute, I was really wanting a retrace into this fair value gap, possibly even equilibrium. I was really wanting it because GU was moving up so much. Oh, geez, this looks like dog water, but yeah, GU was moving up a lot, and I have something marked out here. I wanted a retrace candle on GU because we swept the lows and were below the lows for 2 hours before market opened, and we broke structure up. But a possible trade I could have taken was, because we broke structure in pre-market, it's fair enough that just off of a 1 minute liquidity sweep and this big fair value gap being filled, boom, we get a big up candle out of that, stop loss at the body, target Asia highs. That would have been money unless this candle stopped us out, but we could have had been a bit of a looser stop loss there, hit a 1 to 2, and then ends up going down. But yeah, I was just trying to get a retrace candle, which I didn't get. And on here, I wanted a fair value gap retrace, which we didn't get. And the 1 minute was just consolidating. And there's a couple entries in here, like I was gonna enter off of boom, liquidity sweep, break structure, but then we just instantly start moving down. So I'm like, okay, wait, I'll just wait this out. And then we get another break structure, didn't enter there, come down a bit further, and then we kept closing at highs. So we didn't break structure above this high here, make this red, and then we didn't close above this high, and then we didn't close above this high either until here. And then I'm like, I was getting a bit of FOMO because both GU and GJ were moving up, and then we get this up candle finally breaking structure clearly, and then we get a down candle. I wasn't gonna enter, but because we got that down candle, it gave me a bit of a better entry, and I'm like, okay, I'll enter. I can make quite a bit of money with this 1 to 4.4 risk reward, $150 to $200, depends where my TTPs were. We can see the time that I took this trade was down the bottom, 9:19. So this is an hour ahead, so this was 6:19 for me. And on GU, let's go to 9:19. This right here, we had already swept Asia highs, which is what I was targeting on EU. So seeing this, we broke structure on GU, boom, same thing, but we've already swept out the major liquidity. We're going to retrace. So seeing that, I shouldn't have taken this trade, because then what ends up happening is we go up a little bit, and then, you know, I just go eat my dinner or whatever. I stopped paying attention to the markets because we're up quite a bit. I had TP1 here at the 1 to 2, but then I moved it up to here, and then I don't know, at the end I think I moved it back down because we were getting some down candles. But yeah, and then final take profit at Asia highs, which does end up getting swept, but that could have just been because of the high impact news events. So what I can learn from that is, you know, the 1 minute was choppy as well. GU above the highs, unlikely that we're gonna continue going up on EU all the way 13 pips up to Asia high. A bit of impatience, bit of FOMO. It'd been 10 days since I've taken a trade. If I didn't take this trade, I would have ended break even on the week because I hadn't taken a trade, and that's better than ending in a loss. But anyways, this is just a lesson which you guys can learn from my mistakes as well. And another thing I should have done is I should have been more aggressively moving my stop loss up. I could have moved it to below this down candle here and been in a bit of profit. As I said before, I wasn't paying attention to where the trade was going while I was in it. That was a lesson for the week. Get to film it, share it with you guys. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.